Good evening, fellow degenerates. Mickey D here for Cold Beer Sports on Friday evening. Just gone 5 o'clock. Just home, took over 4 hours today to do the bus run, roadworks, absolute joke, in bio roads, potholes, whatnot. Quick shower, I'm heading the road because I'm heading to Galway to nephew's 18th and I want to get a bit of poker in the Eglinton later on. There'll be no drinking. If anyone is watching, I'll be in serious tonight. Didn't see any racing at all today, and I won't see them tonight, so it'll be tomorrow morning before I can review and look at what happened today. The two that I had yesterday, I looked at them last night after I'd done the video. Jeremy Pass, I still can't understand how he didn't win that race. I had to look at it the second time. He jumped the second last, I said, that's it, and jumped the last. And I don't know, he tied up in the last 30 yards and got done. I couldn't understand it. I thought he was a dead cert yesterday, but that's horse racing for you. Sebastopol there a couple of weeks ago, coming to the last, 3 or 4 lengths up, would have hosed up, fell. Shan Blue, you know, it always happens. I will always remember the famous Annie Power. So it's amazing, like, you know, the last or second last, you know, what can happen. Osprey Call then, done what Osprey Call done as good at, was too ambitious and stood off it and came down in a heap, got a brutal fall. So we'll be giving him a swerve until we see him run again. He'll be remembering that for a while. Anyway, there was a Michael McCarthy wondering about Love's Only You. So I just studied the 4 top races from they're on Sunday morning from Hong Kong, Sha Tin Racecourse. The first one is at 6 AM for anyone that there's any that's going home. It's the Sprint. No, the Vaz, that's 6. Yeah, the Vaz and Glory Vaz was last seen when chasing home Love's Only You in Sha Tin over the course. And to the mile 2, it won this race 2 years ago. It's out of Deep Impact. It'll be a 5-4 favourite, but it'll be hard beaten. The Sprint, there's a horse in the Sprint called Damon Smash. There's 14-1. It's an absolutely huge horse. I looked at all the videos last night, and it takes him forever to wind up. But by God, when he gets going, he's a massive stride. I think I maybe have a look at him, a few pound each way, and maybe anyone that's playing. 14-1 is way overpriced. I thought he'd be like 6 or 7s. Then the 750 is the Hong Kong Mile Group 1. Golden 60 is in that. Remarkable has won 18 out of 19. The only time it was beaten was in a handicap. But 18 out of 19, that'll be probably 1-2. That'll be hard beaten. I don't think there's much to beat it. And then the Hong Kong Cup is at 8:30 AM. And Love's Only You, our little rooster from the Breeders' Cup, is running in it. Japan have won 4 out of the last 6 runnings of this. And the English or the French, or the Europeans if you want to call them, have not won it since Snow Fairy won it in 2010. Love's Only You has won over course and distance last April. Like, it came that day. I was saying before the Breeders' Cup on the preview that the farther it went, the farther she was going to win by. But ideally she'd be better probably at a mile 3 or mile 4. But out of Deep Impact again, will love the ground. The rider will know the track more so than the 13-8 favourite. The only one that's close in the market is Dubai Honour. And that was last seen second to Sealaway in the Champion Stakes, Group 1 in Ascot. Max Sweeney was third in that race. But that was good to soft ground. And in the previous run that it had, it was in France. And to soft ground, to the Group 2. Bolshoi Bally is in it. That was bombed out to 6th in the Breeders' Cup. Love's Only You has actually the least amount of weight to carry is getting the mayor's penalty, carrying 8 stone 10, Dubai Honours 8 stone 11, 13 to 8. I think this wins. Not because I'm fond of the horse, but everything is in her. She ticks every box. So I think that will win, and I think probably Glory Vaz will win. Big one. There'll be no handbrakes on here, I'll tell you. Another horse that should win tomorrow is one of ours from the last time, Stephanie Causeway. It's in the 12:20 at Doncaster. It'll be about evens, but that was second to Edward Stone. And Edward Stone really franked the form since when it bet third time lucky last weekend. It's a 4-year-old and it jumped well. It should improve lots for the run the last day. And it gets an £8 allowance as well. I mean, if it doesn't beat these £8 less, it won't beat them after the 1st of January, you know. So I'd expect that to win tomorrow. I'd be talking about a 4-point win on that horse. And double it with 2-point double, Stephanie Causeway and Loves Only You. Briefly, there's one other horse that I was waiting for it to run. It's running at the 247 at Fairyhouse. Final orders for Gavin Donnelly. It's a very consistent 5-year-old. It won a 2-mile handicap hurl over a year ago in Wexford off 92. Went up £5 for that. It was second last time out to that winning machine, Glen Quinn Castle of Martin Brazel's, and it was just headed in the closest stages. It changed tactics the last day, actually, went out in front. It was 5th the time before that of 20 over 3 miles in Down Royal. It was 5th of 20 in the previous run in Punchestown. I've no price for that, but it's worth a 2-point win. And a horse that's back in Mayor's Only Company in the 335 at Cheltenham, Indefatigable. It's off top weight, but its last run was a shite run, all right, but it was in Newbury, and its 2 runs that it had in Newbury was terrible runs. But its Cheltenham form is completely different. 5 runs in Cheltenham. It was 4th in the Mayor Hurl last March at 2 miles 4. It was 2nd in this race in 2019 of 137. It's off 145, I think, now. And won a listed hurl as well in April 2019. And it was 5th in the Mayor's Novice the same year. So it runs really well at Cheltenham. It's back to its own, running against its own sex tomorrow. And it's a 6-to-1 shot. I think it's worth a pint each way. And that's me. I'm out of here. Best of luck gambling the weekend, and hope you're lucky. Mickey D for Cold Beer Sports, over and out. Bash those bookies.